I'm Richard Clarke. I record these talks every day as a way to deepen my inquiry. Listen each day and deepen your own practice. I'm reviewing and commenting on the book Talks with Sri Ramana Maharshi. Today is from Talk 280. Questioner, can you help me get rid of Maya? Maharshi, what is Maya? Questioner, attachment to the world. Maharshi, was the world in your deep sleep? Was there attachment to it? Questioner, there was not. Maharshi, were you there or not? Questioner, maybe. Maharshi, then do you deny having existed in sleep? Questioner, I do not. Maharshi, you are therefore now the same one as there was in sleep. Questioner, yes, in sleep there is no world, no attachment, the self. In wakefulness there is the world, attachment, and the self. Maharshi, what is it then that raises the question of Maya just now? Questioner, the mind was not in sleep. The world and the attachment to it are of the mind. Maharshi, that is it. The world and the attachment to it are of the mind, not of the self. Questioner, I was ignorant in sleep. Maharshi, who says that he was ignorant? Is he not ignorant now? Is he a jnani? Ignorance is now mentioned by the contaminated self here. Questioner, was the self pure then in sleep? Maharshi, it did not raise any doubts. It did not feel imperfect or impure. Questioner, such self is common to all, even in a dead body. Maharshi, but the man in sleep or in dead body does not raise questions. Consider who raises questions. It is you. Were you not in sleep? Why was there no imperfection? The pure self is simple being. It does not associate itself with objects and become conscious as in the wakeful state. What you now call consciousness in the present state is associated consciousness, requiring brain, mind, body, etc. to depend upon. But in sleep, consciousness persisted without these. In this dialogue with Ramana Maharshi, we witness an exploration of the nature of Maya, commonly understood as illusion. The exchange begins with the questioner seeking guidance on transcending Maya. Ramana Maharshi, in his characteristic style, redirects back to the questioner, prompting a deeper reflection. He asks what Maya truly is, urging the questioner to define it. When the questioner identifies Maya as attachment to the world, Ramana gently probes further. He asks whether the world and attachment to it were present in deep sleep, to which the questioner acknowledges their absence. Ramana then points out the continuity of the self present in both waking and sleep. Ramana asks if the questioner existed in deep sleep. The questioner is not sure. Through this question, Ramana guides the questioner to recognize the unchanging nature of the self, which persists beyond the fluctuations of waking and sleeping states. Continuing the dialogue, Ramana dives deeper into the nature of Maya and its relation to the self. He asks about the source of the question itself, saying that the question about Maya itself arises from the transient realm of the mind, not the eternal self. The questioner acknowledges that the mind was dormant in deep sleep, and Ramana says that both the world and attachment to it are products of the mind. They are not intrinsic to the self. Ramana says that in the waking state, what we think of as consciousness is really associated consciousness, associated with and requiring brain, mind, and body. Ramana then challenges the idea of ignorance, asserting that it belongs to the realm of individual awareness, not the pure self. The pure self is consciousness itself. It is knowing. How can knowing be ignorant? It is the egoic mind that is ignorant. By pointing out the limitations of the egoic mind, Ramana guides you towards recognizing the eternal purity and detachment of the self. Moreover, Ramana elucidates the inseparable nature of the individual consciousness with the self, saying that the self remains untouched by the vicissitudes of waking, dreaming, and sleeping states. By encouraging the questioner to shift focus from the transient world to the eternal self, Ramana illuminates the path to liberation. He underscores that the self remains unblemished in deep sleep, unaffected by doubts or imperfections. Who we are always, in waking, dreaming, and deep sleep. What the self is in deep sleep, the self is always, even now. In this dialogue, Ramana Maharshi conveys the timeless truths of Advaita Vedanta, emphasizing the illusory nature of worldly attachments and the unchanging reality of the self. By guiding the questioner to introspect and transcend the limitations of the egoic mind, Ramana offers a profound invitation to liberation and self-realization. So inquire, know yourself, and be always free and at peace. These videos bring Ramana's teachings into your direct experience. Click subscribe to see more. Click thumbs up to like, and send questions and start a dialogue with a comment